Hello and welcome. Today, with EonHaven Life Stories, we're diving into a topic that's close to many of our hearts: how to live in the present moment. It's a question many of us face, especially as life gets busier and more complex. Let's take a journey together to explore what it means to be truly present, how we can achieve it, and why it's so transformative. By the end of this session, you'll have practical tools and insights to embrace the moment and live a life filled with contentment and peace. To listen life-changing stories every day, please subscribe us EonHaven channel. First, we will try to understand what the present moment is. Living in the present is no easy task, but it's a goal worth striving for. Think about this. How often do we find ourselves reminiscing about the past or worrying about the future? It's human nature. The past is gone and the future is yet to come. All we have is right now. Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine, let's call her Susan, used to spend her evenings reliving conversations from the day. Why did I say that? Or what could I have done differently? She was so caught up in what had already happened that she missed out on enjoying her evenings. Sound familiar? We've all been there. Learning to live in the present moment is about breaking that cycle. So, what does it really mean to live in the present moment? It's about fully engaging with the now, savoring what's happening without judgment. This can be as simple as noticing the warmth of your coffee cup in the morning or appreciating the sound of birds outside your window. When we learn to be present, life becomes richer and more meaningful. Now, let me talk to you about why our mind wanders. Our minds have a natural tendency to wander. When we're alone or even just bored, we often drift to past memories, some happy, some sad. It's not uncommon to replay a funny family moment or regret a decision from years ago. On the other hand, we dream about the future, a promotion, a vacation, or even winning the lottery. Here's another example. Picture Tom, a retiree, who spends his days imagining what he could have done differently in his career. He replays decisions he made decades ago, often with regret. While it's good to reflect and plan, excessive focus on the past or future can rob us of the joy of today. Why does this happen? Our minds are designed to process and analyze. It's how we survive and learn. But when this natural tendency takes over, we end up living in our heads rather than in the world around us. Understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming the present. Let me ask you this. Have you ever thought about the importance of the present moment? Let's talk about why the present moment matters. When you focus on today, you create a positive past and pave the way for a brighter future. Every action you take right now contributes to your life story. Imagine building a house. Each brick you lay carefully today becomes a part of a solid structure tomorrow. That's how the present works. By living well now, you're setting yourself up for a future you can be proud of. Another perspective is the idea of time as currency. You can't save it or get it back. Every moment spent worrying about the past or future is a moment not lived. When you live in the present, you make the most of every second. In this section, let me share you some practical steps that help you to stay present. Step 1, daily practice. Start small. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to being fully present. Sit quietly in a chair, close your eyes, and focus on the moment. What do you hear? What do you feel? It's a simple exercise, but incredibly powerful. You can also incorporate mindfulness into routine activities. Washing dishes? Pay attention to the feel of the water and the sound of the bubbles. Walking in your garden? Notice the colors of the flowers and the sensation of your feet on the ground. These small moments add up to a more present life. Step 2, breathing meditation. One of the best ways to center yourself is through breathing meditation. When you focus on your breath, you ground yourself in the present. Each inhale and exhale is a reminder that life happens in the now. Here's a simple exercise. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment, then exhale slowly. As you breathe, think about the journey of the air, how it enters your body, fills your lungs, and leaves again. This practice can calm your mind and anchor you in the moment. Step 3, mindfulness in daily life. Here's a story. Jane, a school teacher, found herself overwhelmed by criticism. One day, a parent's harsh words lingered in her mind. But then she paused and realized those words were in the past. She decided to focus on her students in the present, and it transformed her day. When someone blames or criticizes you, acknowledge their words and then let them go. They don't define your present. Another practical tip is to set reminders for yourself throughout the day. Use a timer or a sticky note with the word now written on it. These small cues can help you refocus when your mind starts to wander. Let's talk about embracing impermanence. Life is fleeting, and understanding this can be liberating. Think of a sunset. It's beautiful, but it doesn't last forever. That's what makes it special. Similarly, moments, both good and bad, pass quickly. When we accept this, we're less likely to hold on to negativity and more likely to appreciate life's beauty. Consider a time when you felt immense joy, maybe at a wedding or the birth of a child. Those moments were precious because they were temporary. The same is true for challenges. Knowing they will pass can give you strength. Let me tell you this. Do you know how important to balance the present and the future? Planning is important, but it's just the beginning. Dreams only become goals when you take action. Imagine a driver who stops in the middle of the road to admire the view but forgets to drive. That's what excessive dreaming without action looks like. Make plans, but also take steps today. Whether it's making a call, writing a proposal, or simply starting a hobby, action is what bridges the gap between the present and the future. Another way to balance the present and future is through gratitude. Take a moment each evening to reflect on 3 things that went well during the day. This simple practice can keep you grounded while inspiring hope for the future. Finally, let's talk about the key takeaways of today's session. 1. Live in the present. Focus on what's happening right now, not the past or the future. 2. Practice mindfulness. Use breathing and daily awareness exercises to stay grounded. 3. Accept impermanence. Recognize that moments pass, and that's okay. 4. Balance plans with actions. Dream, but also do. As we wrap up, remember this. The present is a gift. By living mindfully, you can create a life of peace, joy, and purpose. Start with small steps. Practice daily mindfulness. Focus on your breath, and let go of what's beyond your control. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take a deep breath, smile, and step into the rest of your day with presence and gratitude. Until next time, live well and stay present. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to EonHaven for more content on relationships and personal growth.